When an animal saves a human, it may not be acting like a hero. It may be doing something older and more powerful. It may be treating that human as part of its own group. Imagine a person trapped behind a door, calling for help. Their dog hears the panic, scratches at the barrier, and tries to reach them. From the outside, it looks like a rescue. But what is actually happening inside the animal's mind? Does the dog understand danger? Does it feel empathy? Or is it simply stressed because someone it depends on is upset? The truth is more complicated. Animals may protect humans because of a mixture of instinct, attachment, learning, and millions of years of social evolution. Long before animals lived with humans, social species were already protecting one another. Wolves defended members of their pack. Elephants surrounded vulnerable calves. Primates warned one another when predators appeared. These behaviors did not evolve because animals understood courage in the same way humans do. They evolved because groups survive better when valuable members are protected. And here is the important part. An animal does not need to think you are the same species to treat you as part of its social world. Its brain looks for patterns. Who stays nearby? Who provides food? Who offers safety? Who responds when something goes wrong? Over time, a human can fill all of those roles. To a dog, you may not look like family, but your smell, your voice, your routine, and your presence can become part of what safety feels like. If something threatens you, it may also threaten the animal's entire sense of security. Protection can begin not with heroism, but with belonging. Now imagine that person behind the door again. In experiments, dogs have listened to their owners speaking calmly or calling for help from behind a barrier. Some dogs reached the distressed owner faster than they reached an owner who was simply speaking normally. Not every dog succeeded, but the dogs that were better able to control their own stress were often more effective at reaching the person. That detail matters. A terrified animal may freeze, panic, or run away. But an animal that notices distress while remaining focused has a better chance of doing something useful. Dogs also respond differently to crying than they do to ordinary speech. They watch faces. They hear changes in tone. They notice unusual movements, breathing patterns, and even changes in smell. They may not understand the sentence, "I am in danger," but they can recognize that the normal pattern has been broken. Something is wrong, and the animal may feel a strong need to restore contact. Scientists sometimes describe this as emotional contagion. One individual's distress changes the emotional state of another. That does not prove the animal is thinking, "I am going to save this person." But from the human side, the result can look exactly like a rescue. Dogs provide some of the clearest evidence because humans and dogs have influenced each other for thousands of years. Early dogs that tolerated humans gained access to food, warmth, and protection. Humans benefited from animals that warned them about danger, guarded camps, tracked prey, and helped with hunting. Generation after generation, dogs became unusually skilled at paying attention to people. They follow our gaze. They understand pointing. They learn our routines. They notice when our behavior changes. The bond between dogs and humans may also involve oxytocin, a hormone connected to social attachment. Oxytocin does not magically create bravery, but it may help explain how a relationship between two different species can become emotionally powerful. Once a dog treats a human as a secure social partner, the same systems used to defend puppies, mates, or pack members may also be directed toward that person. But dogs are not the only animals that can behave this way. Horses can become highly sensitive to a rider's posture, tension, and fear. An experienced horse may notice that something is wrong before the rider fully understands it. Elephants have also been observed guarding injured companions and reacting strongly when another elephant is distressed. The evidence is not equally strong for every species, but the pattern appears again and again. Social animals are built to notice when someone important is in trouble, and sometimes that someone is human. However, not every apparent rescue is completely selfless. A guard dog may confront a threat because it has been trained to do so. A pet may defend a house because it sees an unfamiliar person entering its territory. An animal may stand between two people because shouting, sudden movement, and conflict make it anxious. It may be trying to stop the chaos rather than choosing one person over another. Some famous stories about wild animals saving humans are also difficult to verify. We can observe what an animal did, but we cannot always know exactly why it did it. Still, mixed motives do not make the behavior meaningless. Humans rarely act for one pure reason either. We protect others because we love them, need them, fear losing them, feel responsible for them, or simply cannot tolerate seeing them suffer. Animals may also act from several motives at the same time: instinct, attachment, stress, habit, training, cooperation. All of these forces can push the animal in the same direction, toward the person in danger. Maybe animals do not protect humans because they understand heroism. Maybe they protect us because social brains are not designed to care about species labels. They care about connection. And when danger arrives, an animal may not think, "That is a human." It may think something much simpler: "That one is mine."